Hello, friends. Welcome in. Hello. I was stocking the fridge. I do apologize. But hello, friends. How we doing? How goes it? We are going to finish our first round of HELLMART, and then we're going to switch back to Faz. Yeah, stock in the fridge. Yeah, for that. All of our favorite flavors. Yeah, so I thought that it wasn't supposed to show up. It said it wasn't supposed to show up till like the 16th. And then when I looked on my porch, it's like today's not the 16th. What the hell's this? No, they're here. Oh, they're here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're here. I think I tried to add them to the wheel. I think I did this correctly. I don't know. I think I did this correctly. Something looks off, but it's okay. It won't be a big deal. We'll fix whatever we need to later. It'll be fine. All right. Update this. Close that. Share this. Do one of those. Side of one of these. Yippers. Give me the link. All right. I'll adjust things. I'll adjust the things as we go. It'll be fine. Skibidi bop. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, why is the size of that wheel so freaking weird? Hold on. I don't like that at all. Copy. I don't want to copy pasta the reference. I want to duplicate it. Hell delivered straight to your door and it came early. Hi, friends. Hello. Oh, my goodness gracious. Freaking bats. Hi, Juju. How we doing? K-Town, hello. Austin. Oh, man. I'm like feeling stuff here again. It's like, gosh, dang it, dude. It won't stop. It came back for round 2 fight. Mike, thank you for the 4 months, man. I appreciate you. What the hell? No, let me paste a duplicate. It's fine. Whatever. All right. What if I do this? I'll do that to the side of one of those. I'm trying to fix the overlay. Hold on. That's pretty damn close. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. All right, let me make sure this actually works. Make sure it works. Relentless. Thank you for the 13-month prime. All right, it does work. Yay. Yippee skippy. Okay. It's fixed. They're added. All is well. Wild West, hello. Blondie, soda time wheel emote would be good. I'll think about it. I tell you what, we hit enough of those because you have to remember, it's not like if we do even get to that point, it's not even a guarantee that there's a soda time because you have also the spicy bean boozled and also the regular stuff. Hi, Logix. How are you, friend? So it's not even a guarantee. What is my shirt? Frickin' bats. I love frickin' bats. That's what my shirt is. All right. Oh, man. I'm like decompressed. Like I sat down. I was stressing out. I was like, I'm praying that my PC doesn't freak out. Something happened and it restarted. I was like, shit. I hope that doesn't happen while we're live. So cross our little fingies, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Got your first Onryo. The Onryo didn't do that much. Oh, you just had a non-busy ghost? That happens. Sky puppies. Them's is some ugly sky puppies. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll pass. Okay. Is there anything else happening? No, I don't think so. No, I think we're ready to rock. Yeah, them's is uglies. I don't want one. No, thank you. No, thanks. All right, go back over there. So I'm going to finish up HELLMART today. Now, when I say finish HELLMART, it's sort of a loose finish it because apparently there's multiple endings. We're just not going to do those endings today. We will replay at some point and we'll see. Carly, thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back. Hello. But yes, if you heard us talking earlier, when it comes to the sodas, I finally have restocked them. So I literally have most of them. When I say most of them, I mean like bacon, corn, mustard, cucumber, pickle, horchata, pumpkin, ranch, black olive, buffalo wing, enchilada, PB&J, sweet corn. So yeah, I've got most of them. Oh, and dirt. Oh, I forgot. I got to add dirt to the wheel. I forgot. Do you already? No. The ranch is in there. It's in there. Is there? Update the shared wheel. I don't have grass. No. Miss Hightower, thank you for the biddies. Like it's orange soda adjacent. Wait, what's orange? The buffalo wing? Okay, no, they're all terrible. Let's be very clear. They're all bad. None of them are good. Ranch for the win. I hate your face. I hate your face. The ghost shut your power off. You should probably go turn it back on. Yeah. Actually, you should go let the ghost hug you. That's what I would do. There's middling bad and then outright vile. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Is dirt like Squirt's version of Dr. Squirt? Oh my God. Out of all things you could say, Squirt. I hate it here. Hate it here. Red Schizo! Thank you for the 18 months, homie. Thank you. All right, I'm going to share this wheel so that way it's saved. Studio mode, gameplay, soda wheel, add, save, go. Okay, there we go. Had your daughter rewatch Monday's stream for the Burglin Gnomes. She was in tears laughing. I'm definitely going to make a video out of it. It's just, I was prioritizing the other stuff. If you haven't watched Quarantine Zone, every last bit of the campaign is live. It is there. So if you haven't seen it yet, if you go to the tubes, they're literally numbered. Top left from 1 to 6. Start at number 1. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Dark Wolf, I'm good, friend. How are you? Started playing Nightmare instead of Pro. It's more fun than I thought it would be. Oh, dude, it's a blast. I like it so much just because of how difficult it can be. Ari, thank you for the 5 months. Oh no, I closed this. I didn't mean to close this. No, we've already heard. Oh, we'll let it play again. Who gives a shit? It's fine. All right, let me get kicking everywhere. No pun intended, kick. What's numbered? The Quarantine Zone. The campaign of the Quarantine Zone on the tubes. It's numbered 1 through 6. Yeah. Oh, Burglar Gnomes was so funny. I didn't mean for the pun. You know what I meant. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, Alpha. It shouldn't have. I think that was a bug on their system. It shouldn't have shown. It shouldn't have posted anything for a live video. So I don't have an answer why I did that. All right, let me do this. The voices are what truly made it hilarious. Listen, I'm down to play that again. I'm 100% ready to play that game again. Emery, hello. How are you, Fran? Yes, please. I want to. I do. I'll talk to Baron and I'll talk to Chinggis and see what they say. Yeah. Hi, Crow. All right, Don. Thank you for the 5 months, friend. Thank you. Okay. We need to open up HELLMART. That's what we're starting with today. Full game next time? Maybe. It depends on whenever they release the full game. I don't know. That's up to them. There's an update. What the hell? Gaming, how are you? What's up, Shanna? Matthew, hi, friend. Let it be known that it was an entertaining game. What's up, SG? How are you? Who has purple gloves, right? Sons of bitches. Shanna, I'm good. How's it going? I don't even know how much left we have in our first playthrough of HELLMART. It feels like it's been a while, even though it's just been a couple days. Yeah. You wish you could play HELLMART? I mean, you could if you load up your PC and then you download the game. Ready to rock. Shower, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. But you have to buy Phasmo. What's that have to do with HELLMART? Hey, Maxwell, how are you? Mama has an obsession with gnomes. So as soon as that game comes out full release, I know she's buying it. Does she play games on PC? Does she got games on her iPad? Restart from the beginning? No, we're going to go from where we left off. Nah. Hey, Fukuju, how are you? Green, thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back. Oh, my lanterns. My day was good, man. How was yours? All right, it's ready. We're just getting into it, man. We're going right into it. There's no point in tiptoeing. Donosaurus, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you guys for the subs, friends. And I tell you what, I'm going to make you a deal for the day if we do get that far. If we get to the point where we have a bad wheel, I'm not going to do the bad wheel. It's going to be straight to soda because there's so many of them. Will I be finishing HELLMART today? That is the plan as long as my PC cooperates. Is it going to make me start over from the beginning? Or does it have a save state? Does it have a save state? Oh boy. Okay, there's the game. Mike, thank you for the gifted to June. Oh, my face. Hopefully it saved. I don't know if I think it saves each day. Okay. It just shows that I haven't completed the endings. I got to this screen. I was like, but we should be safe. We should be fine. Yeah, we'll go for it. Almost forgot about that beautiful face on the title screen. Here, I'll help you. There you go. I got you covered, friend. Hey, Canwar, how are you? I got you covered. You want more of that pretty face? You got it. You're very welcome. Anything for you guys. She's so beautiful. Oh my God, I hate when you click away. Ay, caramba. All those teeths. There's so many teeths. Imagine trying to floss. What do you just do that on like a fence? Good God. I don't even know. Looks hungry. You know, the way it was chasing us last time, it probably is. All right. We'll do that. I have a feeling the game is not added to this. Thank you for the hype train, friendos. I appreciate you guys. Sons of biscuits. It's not. A dentist's dream. Toothy McToothface would love this character. That's good. That's funny. Thank you, Drifter. Hey, Average Joe, how are you? That's funny. That's funny. All right, go here. Go here, go there, go there. Really beautiful? Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, open this guy. Just opening up literally all the things right now. I'm getting there. I'm opening all the things. Peggy, hello. What's up, Peanut? Kind of looks like your ex. Damn. You lucky dog. Concerning amount? I mean, I think it's not the amount. I think it's a matter of it being a few rows. It makes me think of like a really demented version of like cone heads. Do you know who cone heads are? You ever heard of that? Do you know who that is? My gnome obsessed mom is here. Oh, hi mom. Hi mom. That's your mom. Hi Gravecracker. Hello. Chewing will be easier. Good God, man. Just shreds steak. Just absolutely shreds it. Dan Aykroyd. That is correct. Oh, Coneheads was so good. I loved it too. I think I have that on VHS. I think I do. Somewhere. I have to double check. All right. That's ready to rock. That's good to go. I've opened up Tickfinity. That's good to go. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm like congested today. Like congested / runny nose. I'm trying to get over it. It's okay. Have I ever thought about playing Minecraft with horror mods? I've played Minecraft with Phasmo mods before. That was pretty good. Not too shab. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Juju. How was your stream earlier? Love the shirt. Thank you. I love it too. Agreed upon. Mariana, hello. Welcome in. How are you? We are back to HELLMART, friends. We had a bit of a break, just a couple of days there. I don't remember what day we left on. We learned some things and stuff, that's for damn sure. But yeah, we're gonna get back into it. And then once we're done with HELLMART, we're gonna switch back over to Fast, because I don't know how much time we're gonna have left. And I don't want to try to like start another game tonight that we can't finish. So, 'tis the plan. Gabe, my day has been good, friend. How about you? How about you? All right, please, please, please have a save state. Oh, thank God. Stream is good. Lots of fun with a mod that only streams during the day. Don't get to collab with them so much. Oh, that's cool. You got to hang out with them, though. Getting better at zero sanity evidence. Struggling with some basic ghosts. It just takes time. Imagine if they did Faz in this game together. Oh, good God. Good God. Discover the radiator that disappears on Sunny. Probably a render issue, just like the same way with a lot of items. The closer you get, further away you get, things like that. So it looks like we left off on day 5 at noon. So at least we didn't leave off in the heat of it. So gotta try to get back into the mindset of this game. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Gar said, thank you for the 4 months. Tier 3. All right, what do we have? Oh, start the day with some good old shoveling. Classic. Feel like I remember this all over again. All right, where's the piles? I feel like when I go this way, then all of a sudden a pile shows up over here for no reason. No, we never did name Toothy McToothface. No, not yet. All right, so 3 shovels and they're good. Gotta make the bills, dude. I get a quarter every time I get a pile. Oh no, wait, no, it's $1. This is, what was it, 1996? It's still a toilet. All right. What does it say I need to do? Check new stock. What do we got? Stock the new products before opening. Well, what are the new products? We have chips, peanuts, pickles, whiskey, beer, bread, hagags, cereal. Oh, pasta and TP. There we go. Pasta TP. Anything else? And milk. We have a lot of new stuff. All right, well, time to get to it. So, grocery, what is it? Grocery, household chemicals, and chilled. Yeah, friggin' hagag. Can I get in this way? Oh, well, it's probably boarded up, right? Sketty monster? What's Sketty monster? There's no Sketty monsters. Yeah, she's all boarded up. All right, let's get this guy off of there so we can. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. All right, we need this one. What do we have? Frozen, utility, household chemicals, grocery, right? There we go. Don't break the mouse. Oh, yeah. I gotta be careful about that, don't I? Sorry. Nilo, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. All right, they want me to do this, but I don't think I want to do that yet. I think I want to stock some stuff first. Drop the base. Up. There we go. So, during the day, it really is just a nice old sim of restocking shelves, making sure you've got this or that. Note 18, that bow-legged bastard. He acts like he knows this place better than I do. Now I'm sure. He and this damn store are working together. I just don't know how to prove it yet. The bow-legged bastard. Was it the guy that we first saw? Is that who they're talking about? I assume. I don't know. I got nothing. Right. Let's get TP. Put a beat on the door. Yeah, we could do that. All right. Oh, it says it right. Oh my God. It says it on the top when you don't open the box yet. I hate it here. I'm a dum-dum. I'm not even paying attention to the box. It literally says where it goes on the top. Shut up. Get out of here. Milk. Trying to get our new product. TP for the bunghole. That is what they say. All right, chilled. Wait a minute. Okay. I got a little concerned at first because I forgot what I grabbed. Not me sitting here thinking, did I just grab toilet paper and it told me to chill it? Exploded. Hello. How are you? We're just starting, man. I got to be careful. I don't know why I grabbed the TP in my hand. Minced meat. No, we already have that, but I guess we'll double stock some of these. Doing well. Nice. Yeah, time definitely doesn't seem to move while you're doing all this stuff. Hey, goddess. How are you? Need some milk. Put your TP in the fridge? I guess it depends on if you left Taco Bell or not. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. All right, let's do another pasta. Time means nothing in hell. Touche. Hey, Haunted Phoenix, how are you? So you can't reclose the box once you've already opened the box. So that's good to know. That's good to know. All right, canned food, grocery. Oh, I can't even. Okay, we'll leave this here. That's fine. How's the day been? Been good. Always put your TP in the fridge. What do you mean? Oh, maybe I've just been doing it wrong all these years. What else do we need in there? More TP? More TP? Wait. Yeah, why is it coming to... That package threw me off so much. Royal quality for those who come after. Ew. Ew. That's fucking gross. All right, I don't need any of this. I thought I saw we had a bunch of soda. I'm just gonna bring this in here for shits and kicks. All right. Snack. I think most of it is stocked. I think we can open the doors. I know, like, there's still openings here, but we have a lot of crap on the shelves. I think we're okay. Hey, Withering Witch. I think we'll be fine. Is there anything we can upgrade? How much money do we have? Shop. Oh, I only have 16 bucks. Oh, never mind. We need money. I don't even know how I wasted so much money or what the hell I spent it on. I have 8 boards. So 1 more board and then I can put 3 on each one. What was with the person lying on top of the shelves the other day? I think it was just like an anomaly. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, we bought the tip jar and the security sound for thieves. Oh, yeah. I'm already suspicious of you. Why do you got your hood up? Yeah, I forgot all about the upgrades. Yeah, I forgot all about them. We're just gonna follow them. I don't know. Some don't seem right. Dude, they just got a lot of bread. Holy sh... No, just a happy customer. Hi. You got quite the spread here. My Lanta.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Siggy's. Yeah, you got it. I was like, uh-oh, what did I do wrong? There you go. 270, yes, sir. Oh, there we go. Hey, Tool. $5. Dude, look at all their faces. Why? I'm gonna have to restock the bread. $8. Goodbye. Miss you. What the hell are y'all so happy about? Oh, just 2 things of meat, huh? All right. Oh my. Oh my.
Uh-huh.
Damn, she can be unbearable sometimes. Everything about her is fine except the personality. Who's she talking about? Oh, just thinking out loud about my neighbor Karen. Do you know her? I think I know who you mean. We know Karen. Well, then you probably understand what I'm talking about. White woman, mid-40s. You mean that blonde bitch? How dare you? She's not in. She's just got issues. Yeah? For God's sakes, I'm done with this. Good. What the hell? Then get out of here. Did you see the guy in the background? Goddess, thank you for the gifted, by the way, friend. Thank you. What just happened? What just happened? Pixel Pixie, what the f... Oh my God, Angry Beavers. Friend, thank you for the subs. Oh my God. Hey, hey, you sack of shit. Stop drinking my product. This is my store, got it. I drink if I want. Oh, I don't drink it. I don't want. Don't tell your owner how to behave in his own store. You don't look like the owner. I'm not the owner. I'm his friend. We're close. He told me, I'll take some if you're in dire need. Well, it's dire now. I'm asking you one last time. Leave. Just keep it down. My head's splitting as it is. Get out of here, you turd. Ooh, I need bread. Bro, you gotta get out of here, man. Where are you? Still in HELLMART. This is a store. You fell asleep by the exit. You need to leave. Oh my God, he fell asleep standing up in the store, bro. I'm falling apart. I need to restock bread. Every one of them is like creepily happy, and I'm not okay with it. Ma'am? Ma'am? Jesus Christ. I need to restock the bread. Well, isn't she friendly? Where's my bread? Bread. 69? Nice. I know, hold on. I gotta clean the store. We're falling apart. Banshee. Oh, you don't look as happy as the others. Is it because is it like a, oh man, what am I thinking about? Like an invasion of the body snatchers kind of deal? Is that what's happening here? Was it 70? Yeah. Like the ones that look overly happy, like their bodies have been taken over kind of thing. Grab the axe. I don't know if I can grab the axe in the middle of the day. I've tried before. Oh, we have actual spills now. She just wanted a hug. My God. Pixel Pixie. You insane in the membrane. Thank you so much. All right. I know. Do you have high pressure compressed air cylinders? Is he gonna flip a coin? No, we don't sell those. Shame you ought to. Can I help you with anything else? Help? What exactly could you help me with? I don't know, maybe you need something else? There is something else. Tell me, do you believe in fate? Oh, it's coming. Oh, no. More yes than no, I suppose. Oh, oh, call it heads or tails. Oh, get out of here, dude. What is it? Heads or tails? What? No, I'm gonna do it just like the guy did in the movie. What do we call it? I can't call it for you. It wouldn't be fair. But I didn't put anything up. You did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it. Heads or tails? Tails? You think so? Listen, this is important. This is important. Hold, please. Okay. On the purple side, at least, because I can't do it anywhere else right now, I need you to vote. At the top, there is a poll. I need you to vote. Heads or tails? Yeah. No pressure. I know. The game is kind of paused while we're doing the vote. Watch it become 50-50. Shut up. I know it's going to. I mean, to be fair, it kind of should. Darren, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Scooby, welcome back. Thank you for the year. People are trying to make it 50-50. I'll vote myself. How about that? You won't like that, will you? Listen. If it gets down to that, I'm gonna say the mods are gonna have the choice. No, it's just on the purple side. It's just on Twitch, SG. Yeah, I'm just gonna say there's no point in saying purple and all that shit. In most coin flips, it's actually 51-49. Heads it is. Heads won by 2 votes, by the way. All right, we did a poll. It came out heads. Is that your final answer? Yes. Good. That's how it is. Today's your day. Take it. He showed the coin like we could see what was on it. But don't put it in the register. That's your lucky quarter now. All right. So I guess we were right. GG's. So that was quite the interesting run-in, I suppose. Sorry, friends. I'm trying to go quickly. Oh my God. Wait, you can actually see me? Of course I can see you. Strange. Technically, you're not supposed to see me. What does that mean? I didn't make it through the night. Someone snapped my neck and now I'm just a phantom. So you died and came shopping? Guess the old habit's stuck. Even after death, the road still led me to HELLMART. I exist in this new form for less than a day and I'm already a little jealous of you. Never mind, I'll go. No need to trouble the living more than I already have. Good luck. Oh, it didn't go off? Sorry, I'll fix it. I'll do it now. I'll do it now. Hold, please. I'll do it now. All right, do this. There we go. Thank you for the reminder. I know it's been really weird lately. I don't know why. I don't know why. All right, we're back to it. Get a High Priestess card? No, High Priestess coin. There's a difference. All right, what do we have? We have toilet paper, cereal, bread. Necessities. Necessities. Get out. Hi. Why is that soda huge? Oh, didn't go in the thing. Didn't go in the thing. Thank you. Bye. Hey, we earned monies. It was an achievement. Soda, bread. Dude, these people are packing for the apocalypse. My God. 82.35. Hooray! Is that supposed to happen? Can you hear me? You've reached HELLMART. So they're already found my replacement. What? So glad to hear another human voice. I thought I was completely alone. Why is a... Where are you calling me from and why? Dude, I can't do these long-winded conversations right now. I see the phone. It's ringing. I picked it up and I reached you. Wander through corridors? Yes, but we don't have time for that. Listen carefully. This is what really matters. Don't trust the management, not a single word they say, and don't trust the pager either, no matter what trials fate throws at you. Because the whole shopping mall is completely messed up, but they never tell anyone about it. There's no way out and no way in unless you know exactly what to look for. You still there? What the hell? Bro, what? Huh. All right, backwards head lady.
Uh-huh.
Cigarettes? Sure. Just don't light your hair on fire. Have a good one. As long as she pays. Yeah. I mean, listen. Everybody's money is good here. You know what I mean? Ma'am, are you okay? Thing of meat. You got it. 55 cents. Bye. I gotta clean the windows. They're getting all filthy too. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge. Hi, Lacey. We're just here to do our job, right? We just work here. And Lord knows what's gonna happen at night. No change. Get out of here, you crazy kids. Jeez, it's filthy. Make a safe drop. Wait, what? Hey, Southern, welcome in. How are you? Oh, that was something else I didn't do. Shit. I'm falling apart, man. Falling apart. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Hold, please. There we go. All right, fixed it. There we go. Doing good? Hey, appreciate you being here, dude. How goes the day? No, we're good. We're fine. All right. Man, these people are so dirty. I swear. Hey, Crazy K, welcome in. Mill, hello. Yeah, the axe, it doesn't let us pick it up until it's nighttime. So that thing that chased us down, hey, look at that. Yeah, that was, oh, it's getting, am I safe right now? Jesus. All right, I'll go inside. My God, looking for newer streamers. I'm not a newer streamer. I just don't, I just started streaming over there recently, consistently. Yeah. It's in your wheel. Wait, what's, oh, I've got to fill the gas. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Do I need to check the tip jar? That's a great question. I can open the register. No, it doesn't let me do that. Think staying inside is a good idea? Yeah, I think so too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this stuff away too. Now I know I can just hit the lock. I don't have to actually do the thing. But I don't know if I have enough boards. I have 2 for one door and 3 for the others. I could buy another one, but that means I have to run out all the way over there, which I don't know if I can or not. Yeah. We'll see, man. I don't know. Scooby, thank you again for the 12 months, dude. Should be good. Maybe? Oh, wait, how much money do I have now? I have 31 bucks. I do have enough to upgrade the doors. The night's going well. How are you? Buy all the boards. I probably should, to be honest. Doors reinforced with metal plates. Intrusions take longer. That might be worth it. I have the security upgrade and the tip upgrade. I've already got both of those. What does the tier 2 gen do? So this one prevents breakdowns when using electronic devices. Uses less fuel, breaks down less often. Yeah. Save for now. I think I could save. If anything, I mean, I could get more boards maybe. Can we go straight to level 3 doors? No. It looks like you have to buy the first one. Yeah, you've got to do them in sequence. We're going to risk it. We're going for it. We're going for it. Here comes the nighttime. Can I immediately get the axe? That would be really nice. Watch the store. Now you remember. That thing told us not to trust. Oh, it's in my wheel. Dumb idiot. You said that earlier. It told us not to trust things. Why is this going off? Restore. Nice. Jesus Christ. Would you knock it off? Start playing this? No. This is my second, well, my first playthrough. Oh, is that the pastor? P is about to leave my jeans. The Lord stirred from his sleep, felt darkness move through this place. Let me in quickly. I must protect this place from the evil. Should we let him in?
Ashuda dalagingang in the Bengal Lambo. Era tu ararende.
He seems pretty normal. Nothing seems off. He seems like he did earlier, right? Come in. Just don't kill me, please. Love you. Holy crap. Think he's chill? I think so too. I saw blood. I saw blood. So the eyeball is white, by the way, on the top right. I know you can't see it right now. Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Ew. Let me just clean the gook off the walls. Oh, there is no eyeball right now. Ooh, interesting. Ew. I'm busy. Leave me alone. Oh, it's Karen. Shut up, Karen. The light's flickering out there with her. Open up, I'm freezing out here. You can burn, lady. What are you doing here? What do you think I'm doing here? What do I get for letting you in? Oh, wonderful. So you only help if it benefits you. No way, the door stays closed. You bastard, you'll pay for this. Maybe, but you're staying outside. My God. No, absolutely not letting Karen in. She's a jerk. No shot. No shot in hell. All right. Oh, I need to get my axe back out. Oh, there's more goo. She can freeze. Damn right. Not on my watch. All right. I know the light flickering kind of tells you stuff that's happening too. We don't have that going on right now. Oh, more goo. Floor goo. Wait, is that this guy? Oh no, it's that guy. Okay. Oh, you're just shopping. Oh. Oh, I feel bad. They were just trying to buy some stuff. Master, you're not like turning, are you? Yeah, so those ghosty presences, we just got to hit with a flashlight. So much goo. Much goo. Maybe it's the guy whose neck we snapped. Look, they're still trying to buy whatever this is. This night, in a manner of speaking, has been way more tame than other nights, for sure. This was way more chill. Father, are you okay? You've just been standing there all night. We'll just assume he's all right. Is he good? I guess. Off he goes. Close the main door. You got it. Do that and then go to bed. Go to bed. All right. Is there anything else we need to clean before we go? Hold on. No goopy spots. No goopy spots. No squeegees. No squeegees. Okay. Watch, I'm going to go to bed and there's going to be something bad there. I know it. It's coming, dude. Annabelle, welcome in. How are you? It's going to happen. Hey, Lizard, how are you? We're going to wake up to something real bad. Snow, right? Why is there so many oil refining, waste dumping, water, air, not a curse, not a monster, consequences? Interesting. Did it say something about snow? I wasn't paying attention. Don't like looking at the ceiling going to bed. No, I definitely don't do that either. Hey B, how are you? What's up, Leopard? It's work. Someone's got to do it, right? Okay. 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 I should check the new stock. Now we've got even more stuff. Good gravy, dude. Hey, Taylor, how are you? All right, let's get these boards off of here so we don't lose our planks. Do the same thing over here. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I messed up. I done messed up, Aaron. All right, well, I'm running forever now. Oh. There we go. Hey, it fixed itself. Let's go. Hey, Fly Guy. Doing well. How are you? What's the new stock? Spam. We've got spam. How much snow do you usually get at your house? Like, how much snow do I get usually? Like, when? Like this. So I recently had over 2 feet of snow. I get it. Spam junk mail. That's funny. I get it. Grab another thing of spam. Hey, Karen, how are you? Fried spam lover? I've only ever had spam maybe a couple of times in my life. Like, I remember going to like a festival of some kind that was in our town, and there was a spam truck there. And I remember getting like unlimited amounts of spam. I don't even know why. Yeah, Frosty. Yeah. Once we're done with this, we're switching over for sure. 99. Spaghetti is a huge hit at our house. Spaghetti? Like Armageddon? You guys grew up on it? Nice. Yeah, I've only ever had it a couple of times, ever. Homemade sushi often. He likes to experiment. The other day, spam sushi and buffalo chicken. Interesting. Yeah, light bulbs, probably. I probably need literally everything. Utilities. Although, not that many light bulbs stuff has been taken. Okay. Spam macaroni and cheese is so good. I'll have to give it a whirl. I'll have to convince the missus for us to have a spam night. She'd probably be down, right? The kids are really, really good about like trying different things. So something maybe, I literally have another box right here. Nobody has taken any chips. Nuts are doing well. Soda's okay. I gotta grab another soda box. That's fine. No, thank you. Soda. Spaghetti, but cubed and fried instead of beef. Okay. Like the spam. I gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Well, might as well fill it up. I haven't played so long. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's no worry with that, man. If you're ever feeling burnt out with a game, or if it's not updating at the pace that you want it to update, then just play other stuff and then come back. The chips are stale. My God. Marge, welcome in. Hello. What do I need? Bakery? Bread? And then we will leave. Oh. No, stop it. Let me drop. There it is. We'll just leave that there. I need more hot dogs. Wait a minute. Is that more bread? Oh my God, I've got another thing of bread there. Full of air. I did see a clip of somebody bringing that up about how technology has advanced so much. We have come so far, but you're telling me we can't figure out a way to fill the entire damn bag of chips with chips, and half of it has to be air? Why? Why? Like, we haven't figured that out yet? That's good for now. What else do I need? Hagag. Maybe that's it for now. We have a lot of the other stuff. I guess hot dog and cereal. It's a conspiracy of the air to chip ratio. That's how they get us, man. Wait, what did I just say that I needed? Wait, what words just exited my face? What did I just say? Leave the extra milk out on the floor. Oh yeah. Hot dogs, cereal, right? Hot dogs and cereal? Yeah. Hot dogs and cereal. Okay. So I need you. And then I need you. Where's oh, there's cat. Well, there's cat food. Oh my god, we have cat food and dog food. Oh, Sephiroth. I'm just gonna take all this shit and throw. Wait, no, not you. No, stop. Go back. Return to storage. Need you. I need you. I need you. And then, where's the hot dogs? I could probably. Oh no! Stop! Oh my god, I'm losing it. I could probably use another pickle. There's the cereal. There's the pot. There's the hot dogs. It was blending in. Got it. Sephiroth, thank you for the subs. Didn't the drunk get rid of a lot of the alcohol? Oh, he did. Oh, I'm missing like all that whiskey. You are right. Holy crapola. Right, those are all full. Yeah. I need a bunch of whiskey. Ads are about to start, friends. As soon as the ads start, I will stop moving so we can wait for the ads to finish. Okay? Just as a heads up. Yeah, he did. He drank so much of the whiskey. Why? Freaking jerk. There we go. All right, we're working on it. Stock the toilet paper. I could double check the toilet paper too. We have new stuff now. Death Star, thank you for the daily heart, me friend. But now we have the pet aisle. There we go. Nice. Might as well get guy while we're at it. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. I'm going to leave that open for that one and do this one here. So we can double it. Yeah, I know. It looked like he drank like a bottle, but apparently he took my entire stock. Apparently. All right. Ads are playing. Let's go. We'll go wait in the store just in case. I don't want something to like murder my face off. All right. We wait for the ads, friends, whenever we can. If I have the opportunity to wait, we wait. I'll do this. There we go. What game is this? This game is called HELLMART. The best way to explain this, it's basically Supermarket Simulator if it was a horror game. It's probably the best way to put it. You lost your gecko? How does one lose their gecko? Pull 5 seconds? Hey, you win. That's all that means. It's been pretty great. It's been pretty great so far. There's been a few moments that have been some what the hell moments, and it's been pretty great. Hey, Santi, welcome in. Was on your shirt and then ran into your back. Oh God, don't move. Don't crush your little geckos. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. I got to figure out what games we're going to start doing after this one, though. I know that we're going to be doing Peak soon. I can't remember exactly what day. I think I said next week at some point. Because there's going to be a drop for that, so you guys will be able to earn a badge from just watching. How's the work going downstairs? Going really well. Paint tomorrow. It's moving and grooving, man. Moving and grooving. Hey, Sahil, welcome in. Was it this Sunday? Oh, the 15th? Because if it is, I could do that on Sunday. Any plans to play Burgle and Gnomes again? 1,000,000% yes. It's just a matter of when. So I'll talk to those two lovebirds and figure out when we can play again. I absolutely want to. Do. Hi, Queen. That game was something else, dude. That game was so fun. Human Raptor, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. Thank you. Excited for anything Faz related this year? I'm excited to see the reworks, man. I'm excited to see the reworks. I think that they're going to be great. Queen, how's everything going? When am I playing Faz? Oh, after we're done this. Yeah, I'm going to do the old switcheroo and we're going to switch over to that. But I wanted to do a full official playthrough of HELLMART first. Yeah. Excited for Tanglewood? I am too, man. I am. I know not everybody is. I get it. We have our favorite maps, but even with Willow as my favorite, I'm still excited to see the rework. I have played Alien Isolation. No, Alien Isolation. No. Have I? I was going to check out Alien Isolation. I don't think I ever streamed it. Are you finishing the entire game? I am. Yeah. It's a couple of hours. Yeah, I played it. I played it the other day for a couple of hours and then I wanted to finish today. Am I going to try all 3 endings? Maybe. Yeah, not today, but we will try to do all 3 endings at some point. All right, let's get more stuff. All right, so we have cat food now. We have dog food now. These are all good things to know. All right, let's restock some of the Searles. Oh, there's still bread in here. Oh my God. I was like, why are you uh-uhing me? Now, there is also that new game that came out from Blumhouse that I want to check out too. That is also on the list. Oh, things. You better believe it, Hyper. I swear. All right. Pickles. All right. I think we're good, man. For the most part. If we start to see anything getting low on stock, we'll address it as needed. But I think for the most part, we're probably pretty good. Oh, I do need to get more boards, I think. I have 8. I'll deal with it later. It's fine. Wait, the animal food? What about it? Like what? Stock more of it? I did animal food. Look. Full moon dew. Complete dry food for werewolves and possibly ordinary dogs of all breeds. And wonder. Cat food. Yeah. You better play the Blumhouse. I hate that doesn't show my activity feed. Oh, I got to figure that out. I do not know why that is not showing in my activity feed. What is this game on? It's on Steam. Tis on Steam. I hate that doesn't show in the activity feed. I hate it. Where is it? Like, why? I don't even see it there. Bro, I'm going to lose it. Well, whoever just freaking donated, thank you, friend. I don't know who it was. I can't see it. I don't know why my activity feed is being so dumb right now. Being extraordinarily dumb. But freaking thank you, friendo. Sadri, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. All right, let's open the store. Oh, Frosty, thank you. I want to say I appreciate the content and consistency, even though I don't get to tune in as often as Crazy Life. Much love. Thank you for everything. Of course, dude. No, of course. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's not showing in my activity feed, and I've got to figure out why that's happening. Do I play first-person shooting games? No, not usually. I used to when I played console, but then I kind of stopped. Yeah. Waiting for customers. You're my #1 customer. Oh, Jesus. The customer's always right. The customer's always right. The customer's wrong. No, you're wrong. The customer's always right. The customer's always right. The customer's always right. What the f... I wasn't paying attention. I was going over here and looking at you guys. What the hell? Hey, at least your head's on straight. That's cool. Hi. All right, fine. F you, dude. Damn. George, thank you for the GG, dude. Great disappointment. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Shattered. How are you? Quick, lock the door. No, they're fine. Look. Yeah, they're fine. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? Yeah, I've got to figure out why that is. I'll figure it out some other time. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna start paying attention though to see. Bread. I need to apparently stock way more bread. Hi. What do you got there, friend? Oh, the pet food. I didn't even see you go over there. $3. Goodbye. Buy boards. Yeah, I'll get some. Massive sodas. Go. No change. See you later. Bye. How other customers look. You know, I haven't had a thief in a while. I think I had like one thief and that was it. And I haven't seen one since. Siggy's? Sure. There you go. Did like the screaming lady? Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of her either. They're so excited to shop here. I know. I'm excited for them to be here. You know what? Here, let's do this. Supplies. Let's do 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Order. Probably better to play it safe. You know what I mean? Well, aren't you guys just a sight for sore eyes? Well, okay, that was mean. I didn't mean that. You know what I mean? Okay. Hi. Have a good day. You're here again. Yeah, I work here, dude. Yeah, I'll be working here for a while. For how long? A few days, I guess. Good. Pack of cigarettes. All right. Personal space, brother. Personal space. Jesus Christ. Have a good day. 6 feet, homie. Oh my God. Pickles, spam, hot dogs, dog food. Sketty, what are you making? Good Lord. I kind of don't like the way that guy's hot stepping. How's our dog food doing? Cat food. Okay, that's okay for now. I'm sorry? What? Oh, Karen's here. Yuck. Yeah, my window. I'll clean it right away. F off, Karen. Shut up. God, I hate you. Didn't we leave you to get frozen to death or something earlier? No. I just hate her face, man. I hate her face. Burner coupons, burn it right in front of her. Get a couple of these and then we'll get the customer. You're my #1 customer. Stream said oh my God, what? What if my kid grabs something off the shelves? I feel sorry for your kids. Feel sorry for my kids? How dare you bring my children into this? Are you trying to insult them? Your kids have nothing to do with this. Get out of here! God, you're so annoying. I'm so sorry, customers. I'm so sorry. God, man. How, like, can I get the axe now? Oh, some nuts. $1.30. There you go. Have fun. Welcome back, sir. I should have given all of them names. You puked all over the place. What? Where? That's not mine. Someone else dropped it. You better go home and sleep it off, homie. No booze. Get out of here. Homie Slice hurled on me. Oh my God, would you please leave? I'm so sick of this job. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I'm so sick of this shit. That's fine. Whatever gets you out of my store, lady. Oh my God. Maybe she'll slip and fall. We're not that lucky. We clean up what is, I guess, supposed to be barf. Slip in the puke. Yoy! That's workman's comp, dude. That's me getting a day off. Look at these creeps, man. Look at all these creeps. What else is dirty? Oh my God. Bro, you guys are the worst. The absolute worst. I gotta go check the fuel. I need to last 7 days, right? Let's go check the fuel. I need to go get the fuel, actually. Let's do that before it gets dark. Do they not wipe their feet? No, they're all heathens. They are all awful. Hold on, I gotta check. I gotta cross the street safely. Day's almost over. Better wrap up. What day is it now? 6 or 7? I hate you. Don't you effing dare. What? What? Oh, it didn't go in the thing. Siggies, you got it. There you go. There we go. Creepy smiles, I know. Every one of them, dude. I don't know why. Every single one of them. Damn. A lot of you guys smoke. You good? 82. Okay. Guess this would be our last customer of the day. They just all got veneers, apparently. Whiskey and cereal, my favorite combo. Man, look at these windows. They're filthy again already. Jeez. Jeez. Heater, thank you for the 14 months. Didn't hear the noties go off. No, you're good. How's the game? It's good. We've had some moments. If that's the best way to put this. We've had some moments. All right, I think we're good. I think we're clean. Now I'm gonna go check the gas. I should have done that earlier, but it's too late. 38. Okay. Don't scream at me. Please don't scream at me. What? What? It just stopped me from putting gas in there. Don't use milk with the cereal. You pour whiskey in the bowl. Oh. Is that sort of like Revenge of the Nerds when he poured beer in there? Like, I remember my dad showing me that movie. And I remember just being so questionable about the whole beer in the cereal thing. Used one earlier. Is it possible that's what was left in the can? Oh, maybe. Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that was a really good point. I don't know why it doesn't automatically go to the next can. I don't know. All right. Well, time for stuff to get interesting. I have 46 bucks though. Which one should I upgrade? The doors or the generator? Boards? Yeah, I'll board up the doors. Yeah. Hi, CJ. I could do both. Fuck it. Yeah, look at that. Reinforces steel now. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Lock the place up. There we go. Since we had enough money, we might as well do both, right? That makes sense. All right, then I've got some left over. Oh, put that away. Oh my God. I didn't mean to scare you, it says. Kidding, of course I did. I've been watching you lately, scurrying around, fussing with all these little boxes like a mouse chasing crumbs. Never seen the bar about to slam down. What the f are you talking about? Do you really think this place is your safe little haven? No, 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 no. It's a mouse trap, and you're a little mouse. Even if I'm the mouse, I'm not giving you the trap? Sure. Brave little mouse, protecting your trap like it's your own. But it's all right. It'll all be over soon. The mouse trap will snap shut, and you'll understand. Don't doubt it. You're scared? You should see my shorts. Oh, you sneaky. Oh. Not today, hotshot. I said no. Team Brown Pants, go. No, 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 no. Go back to your hole. I hear you, Squishy McSquishersons. Cut down. Fix anomalies? Okay. Shh. Is there something on the roof? Fix anomalies. Oh. Oh, that's that thing. Okay. That sound was the eyeball telling me that there's anomalies. Hi, Aldi. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Fix anomalies. Where? Oh, there's more right there. You break anything, you pay for it. There's more stuff somewhere. Where? Extra product. Oh, goo on the window. I see it. Would you? Oh my God. Dude, get the frickin'. Oh my God. There's so much happening at once. Okay. More goo. No, no. Oh my God, dude. Now is not the time. Oh, it's the drunk guy. Anything standing out? Because there's more anomaly stuff. All right, let's check the cams. What the? What? What? Okay, he's gonna wait. I just saw a goo pile over there. Shut up. Yeah, you saw that too, right? The thief? Listen, bro, I just told you to shut your lips. I'm working here. Back at HELLMART. But it's warm in there. And all those lights, shiny bottles. Let me in, hon. I'll tell you a secret. So this is the drunk guy that came in, stole booze, and barfed all over my store. That's this guy. Let him in. Do we risk it for the biscuit? Do we let him in? What kind of secret? I can't just say it out loud. Someone might hear it. I gotta whisper it, do you? Yeah, whisper it. We gotta say no. Yeah. He's a super chill guy. Yeah. I know exactly what you're here for. Really important secret. You see how he keeps spelling stuff wrong? Tell it only to you. Just let me in. Go away. Oh, there's more anomalies. Lights are flickering. Where? Right there. I got a secret. What's the anomaly here? Oh. Turn around. Stop it. Leave me alone. I'm just a boy. Oh God, he's back. What? We just talked to this guy. No. Go away. It was literally the same guy. Was that supposed to happen? Bro, there's nobody there. What the? If I turn around, you're in my face. Oh, hey, it's a new customer. Hi. Look at that guy. He's a crazy. Hi, how are you? Open the door. Someone's chasing me. Who's chasing you? I don't know. I heard footsteps in the dark. Heavy ones. I really don't want to find out who's after me. Bro, that smile says go away. Am I right? I'll give you 10 bucks. Yeah, I don't need your money. You can F off. Yeah, I don't need your dollars. Nope. That's a no for me, dog. All right, there's no eyeball in the corner of my thing, so okay, there we go. Yeah, half of you guys. Look, 10 bucks is 10 bucks, man. Oh my Lanta. What's that say? Flip the sign. Okay. And then go to bed? Go to bed. Never trust a patchy beard like his. It was the smile, man. That smile said, I'm coming in to take your face. That's literally what it said. Oh, what a night. We have $1.50 now. We're rocking. All right, so I believe this will be the 7th day. I think. Catbird, thank you for the alert. Night night. Profit's profit. Touche. Day 7. Some don't seem right. We got a blood moon. Let's go. Don't mind me. Just getting my stuff. Well, the day has finally come. Your last shift under our contract. So how's the mood? Ready to work a bit more? Yep, I'm ready to work my final day. Glad to hear that. Not everyone keeps a positive attitude until the very last day. It says a lot about your professionalism. I should also note that you didn't run away or abandon your duties despite having both the opportunity and the temptation to do so. That deserves special praise. I get special praise? Back to the important part. With your final night underway, your performance will be formally reviewed. The result will be based on everything you've done so far. What should I expect tonight? Nothing you haven't handled before. Stick to the rules, follow the pager. That's all that's required. That's all for now. Let's not waste any time. Open the store. Don't keep our customers waiting. So, we do recall when I was told to ignore everything, right? That does worry me a little bit. Oh, didn't take it off. Okay. Oh. Yes. Can you feel it? The day has only just begun, and the sky is already drenched in blood. Today's the day. And here you are again, rushing around, fussing. Tonight you'll crawl into your little hole, cower there in fear all the way until dawn. I have to protect this place from you. I just want to survive this nightmare. Is that what the voice on the phone told you? And you still believe it? What a disappointment! Your boss is whispering in your ear, last shift, performance review, as if it were just a routine check. They move you like a piece on a board. It's all just their game. A game they never tell you about. But now it's your move. You can keep playing by their rules or help me and we'll smash their game to pieces. No, I'm not going to help you. I just need to finish my shift. What do you want me to do? Do we trust him? I just need to finish my shift. I have a feeling that this is where it splits you with your endings. I have a feeling this is the moment. We're gonna go with, I want to finish my shift. Nice plan, but this shift will be your last indeed. Tomorrow we'll all see who really wins the game. Okay, now can you F off? Like, do I have to walk by? Oh. Well, thanks. Pick number 3, my lord. All right, so I need to restock, yeah? Check new stock. All right. He did just Batman me. I'm Batman. soda, milk, minced meat, sea fish. Sea fish? What the hell is sea fish? Oh, there it is. Hey, bro. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Easy does it. Oh my God. Do you see what it is? I can't show you. I glitched up there for like a second. Look. What the hell? Crown Empire, thank you for the year. Welcome back. Daisy, thank you for the heart. Me, Nelson, hello. Oh, that's effed up, dude. That's not nice. Listen, I'm a Disney fan, man. You can't do that. Come on now. Looks like you found me. Wow. Real nice. Real mature. Real nice. That's effed up. Nemo get into some nuclear waste. He's huge. Didn't think they were edible. I don't know. Well, apparently we don't. Who needs seafood when you can have sea fish? All right, anything else new? Dog food, cat food, TP, cereal, pasta, bread. Oh, cleaning agent. Oh, that's new. No, pasta's not new. We had pasta. Pasta was already on the docket. Let's put it here. What does that say? Drain purge? Bates urban legend? Fish and chips? Hey, I like fish and chips. Fish and chips are where it's at. All right. I'm sure we could use more bread. If this is supposed to be the last night, it's not like I doubt that we need to like stock like crazy, you know? Yeah, thank you for the giveaway. If you guys type !enter on the Twitch chat, you are entered to win. Oh, hey, how are you, mug? You got 2 boxes in there. Oh, bread? I overdo it. I forgot that we had stuff and things. Yep, I literally have it right there. I think I technically almost have 3. You know what? You can never have too much bread. Although I think I did empty both those boxes. But you got a backup. What if they go ham on bread? You don't know. I could use some more beer. Hey, maybe, although... we got those there too.
Lizard.
Drifter. Booze. I need more booze. Yeah. Drifter. Thank you for the subs, homie. Kells, enjoy the mug. Oh my Lantas. Oh my Lanta. And it's a treasure train. Freaking rad, dude. Did you guys see the new train? There's like a community train that's apparently going around now. Have you seen that? All right. Bread. No. No. Household product. Utility. Grocery. Alcohol. I need beer. Give. There we go. Drifter. Thank you, homie. My goodness gracious. All right. Do this. I don't know if I need to stock anymore after this. Is it actually necessary at that point? Oh my God, they're still stocking it. I swear to God. Oh, I can put it there. There we go. Shots fired.
Lizard.
Oh my God. Wait. What the hell? Jack, thank you for the subs. Daz, what the f... Okay. I think we're good. Okay, I could use some more pasta. I'm a liar. Were the batteries new? Wait, what? Was there batteries? Oh, they are new. Touche. Good catch, Taylor. That was a good freaking catch, dude. Didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. Oh my goodness, Doge, thank you so much. Zimmy! Maniacs, dude. Something under the soda? Good God, how much more shit is there? Oh, there's juice now. My. There's like one more day left. I guess, I filled all that with soda, didn't
Lizard.
I? Oh, I got it over here. We can do it here. It's fine. That's actually kind of perfect placement. Oh my God. Tips for Prestige 4? Yeah, try to increase your difficulty going into Prestige 5. Overstacking for the last day is wild work. No, it's not overstacking. It's literally putting product into the store that I don't have in the store yet. Super. Wait, where was the batteries? Right there. Pickles? I think we're good on pickles. I think so. Right?
Lizard.
Yeah. Pickles are good. Those are good. We got juice. I think we've got a little bit of everything. If I see anything missing, then we'll figure it out later. Yeah. What is the label on the batteries? I'll go take a look. Let's see. It says Wall Rider. They won't die before you, guaranteed. I don't know what the reference means. I don't know what that reference means. Oh my God. Goodness gracious. Christopher, Gecko, you guys. Do the doors automatically barricade? No, I have to do it myself. Is that an Outlast reference? Is it? Because of I did see there's a little camera icon on it. There is a little camera on there. You guys, thank you for the biddies. Jesus Christ. It's hard to see anything. Yeah, it's tough. It is hard. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good, man. Are all of the labels references? I don't know if they all are, but I think that there is definitely some of them that are. Jesus Christ. My God. Oh yeah, Norman Bates. Yeah, the one said Bates. I did see that on the cleaning product. Where is it? Household chemicals. Yeah, look at this. Bates Urban Legend. Drain open. It's freaking poison. My God. All right. Let's do the thing. I've got boards. We've got stuff. How much money do I have? I still have $1.50. Okay, well, I guess it is what it is. I wonder what kind of customers we're going to get during a blood moon. It'll be very interesting. Kay, thank you for the 4 months. Witch, thank you for the biddies, guys. What the fuck? Well, a deal is a deal. I will, yeah, when we're done playing this, we'll oh shit, I'm sorry. It would have been a real long day. When this day is over, when we finish this run, we'll spin the wheel. Yeah. It is our last day. It is. I'm just interested to see what kind of people walk in the door with this going on. Almost pulled a SpongeBob and a Squidward. What a reference, dude. I guess we'll see. Bet it would be Karen. I don't know. Something's already dirty. That smile, bro. Like, why? Okay. We already have a dirty window. Thank you guys for the freaking train, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's a very red sky. Hello. You don't look happy. What? Uh-oh. Oh, well, that ain't... I knew it. Oh, I knew it. I knew it, you sack of shit. I knew I was going to do it. Oh, I knew it. I felt it. I knew it. I felt it. I knew it. I felt it. Oh, my God. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. It warned me. Well, okay. But to be fair, there was a bunch of other ones that said don't turn around too, and nothing happened. The 85. Get out of here. Sadie, thank you for the heart me. Oh my God. Clean up. Pants aisle. Hi, welcome. How are you?
Hmm?
Cigarettes? Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't smoke, but I might start. There you go. Have a good day. That was floating toilet paper. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, the height train thing's broken. I gotta figure that out. Shree Fitty. Bye. Silo, thank you for the follow. There we go. We definitely need a cigarette after that. it's like we don't even smoke, man. What I miss? Dude, there was a, oh my God. There was a sign that said, oh no, this is gonna be like the poltergeist, dude. There was a sign that said, don't turn around. I turned around. It was, bro, what are you? Hi, Grandma. Hi. Good day, young man. You know, I completely forgot why I came here. Could you help me? Anderson, welcome in. Of course. Let's think about it together. How kind of you. That would be just wonderful. Were you planning to buy something? Buy something? No, I don't think so. I have everything I need. Unless... Oh, I remember now. I came to cut that grin off the face of that parasite. What? Oh, what a shame. I didn't bring my knife. And that f***er is somewhere... And that f***er is nowhere to be seen. Well, then next time, I suppose. Thank you for your help, dearie. Have a wonderful day. Take care, Grandma. What the? You heard that, right? Like, dude, people make me think I'm crazy. Oh my God, it's the blood moon, man. The blood moon, I think, is getting everybody. Why is the cereal so huge? Oh man, they found Nemo. Oh, look at it. Look at it. You better enjoy, you sick bastard. Hey. Wasn't there somebody that just came in here with a hood on? Why did I... Why didn't I see them in the cameras? Yeah, sure. Why? I don't understand the dramatic. Well, that explains why I didn't see anybody in the cameras. Homie doesn't exist apparently. All right. Sounds good. How are you? Weirdo. Phantom. Dine and Dash. Grocery edition. They come, bring all their shit up to the counter and just go and run away. Thank you. No change. Best customer ever. All right. Got some spam. I like it. I dig. 17 buckaroos. There you go. All right. Nothing bad's happening outside, right? Although it looks very, very red. All right. No windows need cleaned. None of that needs cleaned. The only thing that needs cleaned is my shorts from earlier. That's probably about it. Other than that, I think we're doing all right. All right. You know, the cams are also... Oh my God, you freaked me out, lady. God, I was like, how the... Go 260. You got it. This freaking guy. There's your cereals. There's your fish. You freaking weirdo. 87 bucks. Yay! Exclamation point, enter! You guys can win a pillow. We have that tall guy. I mean, we've seen him, what, twice? I think it's been twice we've seen him. Oh, there's a sticky note here. Another eclipse. The sky's gone blood red. So tomorrow we'll find out who has been a good boy. What? Find out who's been a good boy? What the hell? Have I been a good boy? Raven, GG's. Man, would you say I've been a good boy? What? Oh, okay. It's the sun's going down. I get it. Hi, Roxy. I was like, why did this just change to this? Okay, that makes sense. There's another sticky note. Oh, was there another sticky? Hold on. I'll get it in a second. Let me ring up all this guy's crap real fast and then we'll check it out. I didn't see it. 72.90? Right? Yeah. Where did you see another note? Oh, over here. Same thing every day. Door signed customers, door signed customers. Sometimes it feels like I've pressed this button 1,000 times already. What if I've never really left this place? What if this is my own private purgatory? Spooky. Oh my God. This is my 7th night, and that is my first time noticing that. Thank you, Drifter. $0.40. Is that my last customer? I think it is. Close the main door. Oh boy. Yeah, a little Silent Hill reference. Yeah, yeah. They've got a lot of really great references. And what I like is it's not just the products, like even the customers that came in were different, or like different types of references. Might as well fill her up. I'm not going back out that way, so let's lock her down. Close the main door. I'll get there. Oh, has that had goo on it this whole time? Wait, or is that just part of the color of the map? I was gonna say, or is that just red because of that? Yeah, you can hide. Yeah. I think. Get ready for the night shift. We're on it. Yeah, I think, okay, it's just because of the map being red. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Well. What the fuck? What do I do with that? Get off, get off. Do I keep chopping that or what? Get out of here. Oh my God. The store's dirty too. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, tornado. Got it. Got it. Got it. Holy hell. Oh my God. I guess you can't clean those things up? Oh, don't mind me. I don't know what to do with these pus bags. Flipped sign to technical break. Yeah, I guess so. Is he gonna tell me to go to bed? Go to bed? Well, don't mind me. Well, off to slumber. Oh, more sticky notes. The store looks new and the equipment is modern, yet the longer you stay here, the more it feels like this place is much older than it looks. Oh my God, are these all, wait, are these all the ones I've collected? Oh, these are all the ones I've, oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Day 8? Huh. Ending 2, enter new cycle?
Oh.
What the? You did better than the others, I'll give you that, but it doesn't change a thing. The store is still shutting down.
That's a visco learn.
Still keeping that coin? This is red lead. Keep it close.
Ashuda
I prayed for you all this
Dalagingan.
time, and the Lord hears my prayers. So this victory is my doing. I mean, the Lord's doing, of course. Okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta snooze the ads. There we go. Thank you, sweetheart. You you wiped that smile right off his face, and now I can rest easy. Ugh. You know what, Sheriff? I was rooting for you. You actually brought order to this dump and showed those capitalist pigs who's in charge. Hi. Oh, can I talk to you? While I was watching you, I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you did. Now I'll be on your side. Okay. What about you? You tried to follow the rules and managed to protect this store. Your shift here is over. Congratulations. Got marshmallows, right? Bro, what the? It's nailed to the sign. Sorry, just trying to be helpful. Oh my god. I guess off we go. Oh, the bus is all mine, huh? Holy crap. That's a lot of arms. It had a few couple. True, buddy. Is it going to take me right back to the HELLMART again? His response, This is our purgatory. You reached ending 2. My God. Oh, I guess that explains why you got Groundhog Day for an achievement. Yep. It all makes sense. This is good. I can't wait to get the other endings. This is good. Holy crap. It had some moments I wasn't ready for, which was great. Phew. All right. Well, I guess that's HELLMART. That is our cue. That is our cue to run ads. I'm going to run ads real fast and then we'll switch over to Faz. Okay. I do 3 minutes of ads every hour, friends. Let's run the ads. After we do the ads, I'll spin the wheels and then we will go into the Phasmos. Holy hell. That one customer screaming and rushing you, bro. That was... I'm so glad that I didn't watch any gameplay of this before I played it. Because then I would have been ready for that kind of stuff. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be. Oh my God. Just doing some solo Faz. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I tell you what, while we're in ads, I'm going to go ahead and start switching stuff over now. For right now, I'm just going to write down Solo Nightmare. I might change up what I'm doing, but we'll see. This game's a bit unhinged, but it's amazing. See, but that's what makes it fun. Typical night is 7-Eleven. That's funny. That's funny. If the peak drop stuff happens on Sunday, I'll do that on Sunday. Do you play tactic? Honestly, I'm kind of open for any game. It's just a matter of if we're going to think it's fun or not. Peak drop stuff. Yeah, there's an emote that you're going to be able to get starting, I think, this weekend. I think. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
All right, while that is happening, let me switch it in the other places as well. Ooh, I like emotes. Yeah, it's Bing Bong holding a heart. That's the emote that I saw. Have you seen the new TSA co-op game? No, what's that one, Grim? Bing Bong, what's that? Bing Bong. The dancing, do you see the dancing emote further up in chat from Caroline? That's Bing Bong. All right, now we need to switch. Phasmophobias. All right, hopefully that worked. It should have. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. There's Bing Bong. I think I have Bing Bong up there. So yeah, I got him up there. I've got Bing Bong on the shelf. Got old Bing Bong on the shelf. All right, let's change the title of this one. There we go. Just changing up all the things, friends. All right, ad break is finishing. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to do what we're doing, because if I would decide to do like another full game, we wouldn't have time. Play as TSA people, kind of look like silly co-op, like Peak. Oh, interesting. Okay, I could be down. All right, there. All right. I'm basically there. What is my favorite piece of equipment in Faz? Out of all the things, dots was always high up on my list. Dots is just a really cool thing to have. Other than that, I like the spirit box. Headliners is fun to watch. I haven't played Headliners in a long time. It's been quite a bit. All right. Everything is updated. Everything is updated. There we go. Totally Secured Airport. Oh, is that the name of the game? Okay. Gotcha. All right, it's wheel time. Once we do the good wheel, I made a promise, so after that, we will spin the soda wheel. Made a promise. Hey, Pinto, welcome in. All right, we start with this. Spirit box ghost 9 out of 10 times is always exciting. It's just so satisfying when you get that response on the spirit box. It's so nice. It's so nice. All right. Gifted game. We can do that. We can do that. Join just in time. Yeah, close enough. Right around the corner. Always tickles something in the brain. Yeah, it's funny though, because somebody brought up about the spirit box responses and how much they miss the old ones. And I gotta be honest, like I do miss some of the creepy responses that we could get. I do miss that. I do miss it. All right, this is for a free gifted Steam game. So if you're on the Twitch side, if you are on the Twitch side, you can enter this by typing the word goo in chat. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make it a command. We're gonna make a command to make it sort of spammy. If you do !goo, you are entered. It's gotta be whatever you see here is what you enter. You guys have 60 seconds to do so. Whoever wins is gonna get a free Steam game. And then after that, it's nasty soda time. Which, by the way, it's not gonna be great because they're still gonna be warm. They just got here today. Keep them socks on. Thank you for the follow. Kelly, welcome in. Anne-Marie, welcome in. These are some names and a half, dude. Sorry if I sound stuffy. I absolutely am. It's like I was like coming down off a flu and it's like, too bad. Ooh, Humble Bundle has your Bloody Valentine bundle. It has Ghost Watchers, Iron Lung, Faith, the Unholy Trinity, and ooh, I mean, I've been wanting to play Iron Lung. Warm soda, yeah. It's pretty, yeah, that's pretty awful. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Use ice. I'm just gonna chug it. Nah, I'm just gonna chug it. Hey, what's up, Eric? Eric, I saw the email, by the way, friend. I finally had a chance to look right for a stream. Brittany! Cheese and cheese. Brittany, I'm going to whisper you on Twitch. If you do not have Steam, you are more than welcome to give the code to another friendo if you want. It is yours to do with as you please. But I'm going to whisper you right now. There's the game. There's the code. It is Steam World Build. There we go. Send it. Maybe. Did it send? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, it did send. It wasn't updating on my end. There we go. There we go. All right, close this. No, they are enabled. It's just, it was like loading weird. It didn't show my messages being sent to them, but then when I reloaded the page, my messages were sent to them. It was really, really strange. Oh, Jana, what the hell, dude? Thank you for the wolf. Oh my God. Whispers is being weird today. Did you notice it earlier today too? Jana, what the hell? That was pretty. Yeah. Oh my God. How long are the codes good for? Typically, they are good for a long time. It's definitely recommended though to download the games as soon as you can. I don't think it's forever. Like the code to enter it in. I saw the post on Twitter. The Phasma is partnering, doing another charity event. Are they doing drops to the event? Great question. I don't know. I'm gonna ask that. That's a really great question. I'm gonna ask. Had to refresh to see my message said, okay, so it's not just me. Okay. Yeah, that's a fantastic question. You got HELLMART. Enjoy it. Mess around, try different answers, try different stuff. It's worth it, dude. It is worth it. All right. Okay. Maybe this will help clear my sinuses. It's been a little while since we've done one of these because I haven't had them for a while. But they're here. Got a whole fridge of them. Is dirt the only new one? Well, I've done that one before. Yeah. Might clear something. Yeah, okay. For those that can't see it, there you go. Mustard looks like the worst. Well, it's funny. We've talked about this before, that mustard is the only one on the list that says 100% natural on it. It is the only one. Listen, they send me a bottle opener every time. You tell me that I can't get sponsored by them? Out of all the sodas that we order from them? Oh my God. All right, well, no better time than now. Is cucumber really that bad? It's definitely not good. Well, it was a great stream, guys. So what's happening? Oh God, what is that? Okay, how do I silver lining this? At least it'll be over and done with? Oh yeah, this is all self-inflicted wounds. Ever since I did them for charity for St. Jude, it has been something that we've brought back from time to time. Build your tolerance. No, dude, it's just, it smells awful. It is awful. It's really bad. Bloops, thank you for the subs, homie. Oh. Smells bad. It is bad. It's awful. Yeah, there he is. Lester's Fixins. Relax the throat and cup the ranch. CJ, you're welcome to leave anytime you want. The door is open. You sick, sick bastard. You sick, sick bastard. It's a little cold. I did put them in the fridge as soon as I got home. So, or when I saw them. So it's like a little bit cold. I could never, the color's pretty. It's like a nice fog. How does one even stay in business making these sodas? Who's buying them constantly? Me. It must be like one employee, and apparently I'm keeping him afloat. It's literally Lester. Lester himself. Oh my God. And you know what it is? It's like that scene from Jingle All the Way, where Arnold Schwarzenegger's calling all those people, and every single one of them. Every person he calls, you're my #1 customer. Yeah. I bet Leonard's a hoot. Is he though? You know what I should do? I should look up the history of Lester and see what he's about. Think of the follow, Shiloh, hello. All right. Well, I have a backup. I've got water with liquid IV in it, so we should be okay. I'm not going to smell it. I'm not going to smell it. We're just going to drink it. For those that are curious, if you ever want to do this as like I said, I started doing these for St. Jude. So I do St. Jude streams every May for the entire month of May. And, I was looking for things to get that would be like incentives. And this came up. I do have a barf bucket. Yep. I got a trash can right here. So then it was a big request to bring them back. So I did. Water is a chaser. Yep. Game on. No countdown. Fuck it. Just go. I'm like holding my breath. That's the absolute worst one. It's so fucking bad. Oh my God. If you think I'm gonna sip it, you've lost your goddamn mind. Oh God, I blew my nose and it made it worse. Oh, I can smell it more. Oh my God. Don't burp, I'm trying not to. Okay, we're good. There is liquid IV in there. There is. There is. It's not just water, it's flavored at least. Oh my God. All right, so we don't play some Phasmo. What flavor? It's strawberry lemonade. You ever looked at regular ranch the same after drinking the first ranch soda? You know what? I do consume a lot less ranch now. Ever since that happened, I consume a lot less ranch. Yeah, Katie, thank you for the heart me. That made my stomach feel weird. Just like sit here for a second. Oh my God. Nero, hello, how are you? Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, anywho, on a normal day, it won't be instant soda. On a normal day, it will be that wheel. Where it is a possibility, it is still there. I'm trying not to burp. If I burp, it's going to be so bad. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we're good. But yeah, so on a normal day, that's what that would be like. All right, let's get into a map. Random. Oh my God, dude, not now. Let's warm up with Nightmare, then I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do a chat as ears. Maybe we'll mess around with some challenge stuff. All right, where should we go? I do not have my, ever since I reinstalled my OBS stuff, I don't have my voting stuff right now. I've got to get that figured out. What happened? I drank something really awful. Yeah. Flash's blind challenge. I will do that at some point with somebody else. Yeah. Do a nice Ridge. Let's do Ridgeview, then let's do Nels. Let's do it. Let's go to Ridgeview. Gonna have some super pretzel, soft pretzel bites in your honor. Oh, let's go. Are you gonna have cheese or mustard with it? Chat is ears. Chat is ears is when I don't have headphones on and I have to rely on you guys to tell me what's happening. Yeah. That's what that is. All right. Let's pause this. Apocalypse challenge on unrestricted. You mean apocalypse? just apocalypse on apocalypse. Oh, no blood rain. That's good. Combined chat. Okay, all right. Just me staring at a wall. Listen, I've done the blind stuff before. It's pretty rough. Coming out alert to say it's my first time to the stream and the ranch soda was a great first impression. It's great to have you. Bye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like BP oil right now. I'm sorry. Cosmic, thank you for the 16 months. It's your favorite number? Let's go. What is my favorite? There is no favorite of the gross sodas. There is no such thing as a favorite. They're all, but you know what? No. I lie. If we're saying favorite as in like the one I would do the most, pickle. It definitely tastes like pickle. Did I hear something? Yeah, maybe I did. I'm hearing shit. My favorite map is Willow. Willow's my jam. Okay, maybe not. I'm losing it. Why do we spin the wheel? Onion flavored? I am a little curious to know if they're gonna make any more. hey. You taking a poo off? Don't mind me. It's giving me hallucinations. We're not gonna have freezing yet. We'll just get more stuff. A ranch soda. Where do you get them? Amazon. Yep. Just got them off Amazon. Got those. I've got salmon flavored candy canes I never opened. Oh, no. Is the power in the garage? I didn't even go in it. I hate it here. Which one is Brownstone? The high school. The high school is. Jake, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Well, that's nice. Amazon provides, yeah. Do the foods and drinks actually taste like the... So, a few of them do. Some of them definitely do not. What is it called? It's called Lester's. It's called Lester Fixins. Lester's Fixins. Here. It's that guy right there. You see him? That guy? Lester's Fixins. Yeah, yeah. Powered. I need more stuff. You shut your lips right now. You watched me chug that. How dare you? You shush. Shush. You're welcome, of course. Lester's a sick man. He's a sick man. Sick world. Hi, Machine Gun. How are you? He's a sick man. Sick. What if he was creating those? Like, what went through his head? Why do they have to rework Tangle and Willow, the two best maps? Because they didn't create the assets for them. Inevitably, they are going to take any map that is not assets made by them and redo it or get rid of it. Yeah, those maps were built with asset packs. Like, they own the rights to them, but they did not create them themselves. Hello. No butter jams in here? Okay. No, Nels isn't the first map. Oh no, Sunny Meadows, I think, is the first map with their own assets that they created themselves. That could be a lie. I think, you know what? No. I could be wrong about this. I think that Willow is the first map that has assets that they created in it. Now, they did not create all the assets of that map, but some of them. Like the cat thing, because like it was named after CJ's cat. It might be Willow, yeah. Before even Maple, I think, yeah. What if they're going to rework High School? I kind of hope that they do, because I think High School could actually be a pretty cool map. If they do it right. Make it like Lunch Lady or something. That could be pretty sick. Imagine if I was sponsored by Lester. Oh my God. You know what I should do? I should, just for shits and kicks, just for laughs, I should send them an email. I should send them an email. Just to see what they say. Is the goal to rework every map eventually? I think so. Probably. Oh, hey, we have writing. Where are you? Are you here?
Taken away.
Oh, taken away. Where are you? Are you here?
Taken away.
Where are you?
Stuck from behind.
Are you near? Well, I wasn't expecting that. That's 100% a Dio. Sheesh. All right. Hot diggity dog. Easy button. Where's the lizard? Oh my God. The universe said sorry for the ranch soda. Damn. Almost every time I go to get a Dio response, I already know that it's a Dio and I'm just trying to get it for fun. God, I rarely get it when I don't know what the ghost is. That's great. That's wonderful news. Oh, I can try to record it too. Sound recorder. We need photos. I'm going to bring this just in case. I don't want to trap myself in that room, but we can start doing the things. Why is that a Dio? So that response is a special response that only the Dio can do on the spirit box. Now, you can technically have a mimic that can mimic the Dio and do that, But because I have writing, I know that I 100% do not have a mimic. It is a guaranteed DO now. Guaranteed. And it shut the power off because it's an a-hole. Wonder where the bone is. Perfect little DO run? Dude, I wouldn't be upset. Oh my Lanta. Should they level lock all fast ghosts until a certain, like the DO? I would say no. I would say no, because you still want it to be exciting. When you're first starting out, you don't, I understand, yes, like the learning aspect of it, but you don't want it to be so boring, right? All right, so I've already got a photo. I'm gonna wait to get the sound with that because I can get the video at the exact same time. Wait, I still have yet to find the bone, right? No boner jams? But yeah, I'm excited to see the reworks. So far, all the reworks that they have done have been awesome. The new maps that they have added have been great. I'm excited. I know a lot of people have, you know, opinions about it, and it's absolutely okay to have an opinion about it. I mean, you should have an opinion about it, but definitely don't judge it until we see it. No, I don't know when the update's coming. If I knew, you would know, because I would tell you. We don't know. What the hell? Am I losing? Did I already see the bone? No? Bro's locked in? Yeah, skibbity. Yeah. Where are you? Where are you? I want to get the DO response now. Now I'm not going to be able to get it. Where are you?
Stuck from behind.
Are you here?
From behind.
Where are you?
Close to busting.
Ew, stop it. Where are you?
Stuck from behind.
Are you here?
A close encounter.
Where are you? Are you here?
Here in the
Right here. Where are you?
far from the
Where are you?
far from
Are you
the
near?
taken away.
God damn it. Where are you?
Right here.
No, I'm right here. Where are you? Are you here?
In closeness.
Yeah, you gotta be within a meter of the ghost. And it's not even a guarantee. Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Man, gosh dang it. Where are you? Are you here? Oh, extra. Real funny. Where are you?
In closeness.
Where are you? Are you here?
Stuck from behind.
Where are you? God dang, it is stubborn, dude. Where are you? Are you here?
From behind.
Where are you? Where are you?
Right here.
Where are you?
Close to it.
Where are you?
Right here.
Are you here?
From behind.
Where are you? Are you near?
Far from
Are you
the
close?
far from
Where
the
are you?
far.
Where are you?
Get away.
Where are you?
Taken away.
Where are you?
Slips away.
Where are you? Are you here? It's an absolute troll. Where are you? I'm about to give up. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Are you close? Now it's walking out of the room and stuff. I'm just gonna get a normal response now. I don't care. Man, I was so hopeful. Where are you? Is it out here now? Well, I was gonna try to record the DO growl, but it's being a butthole. Oh no! No! Don't record that! No! Where are you? Absolute troll. First try. Oh, ghost fart. Ghost fart. Yeah, let's go. Big turn. Okay, okay. You want me to take a picture of the poop? I'll take a picture of the poop. God, relax. I need 4 more videos. You know, a ghost is showing up right now would be pretty cool. Well, that's not it. I've already got that one. Jeez, dude. Oh, hi, Pam. It's Pam. Oh my God, dude. Okay, okay. Now she's throwing. Now she's throwing. What is going on? And stay out. My God. Country Club, thank you for the heart me, dude. How old are you? Goodbye. And now I get the hunting video. Jeez. She's big mad now. She's big something. Photos. Get that last video. We got the objectives. I got the bone. Man. Damn. What a run. What a run. Here she comes. Here comes Pam Jam. Thank you. Here, this is for you. Ready? Catch. She didn't catch. Here. Is that Pam's song? Nice, 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 nice. Get me out of there. Is there a reason if you need a hunting video, you wait for a natural hunt and not start a cursed hunt with the board? Typically I don't want to start a cursed hunt. Typically like breaking the board, things like that, because if I need the board later, I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah. And not to mention the natural hunt, I mean, she was already trying to hunt me, so I just had to wait for the hunt. There's no point in and rushing through to get the cursed hunt when I could just wait for that. So that was fine. Nice. Nice. Good gravy. Whew. What a big boom.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, of course. Everyone's got their own style. There's people that like to just go in and immediately make the ghost hunt because they don't want to wait. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, Mom. What up, dude? Hey, 6 foot. Thank you for the 37 months, friend. Oh my Lanta. All right. Eventually, I've been. Now, hopefully a natural blood moon Grafton. Let's do what I say. Let's do Nels, and then after Nels, we'll do Willow. I mean, Grafton. We'll do Grafton after that and see if we get a natural blood moon. Yeah, Peanut, have a good one. Miss Phoenix, thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back. Here's to 3 more years with the best Rocket League streamer I know. That's Jinxie. Jinxie's the best Rocket League streamer you know. Fingers and toes crossed. Roger that. Would I recommend the HELLMART? Yes. I would absolutely recommend it. I'm gonna play it again at some point so I can do the other endings. Yeah. You just got 2 blood moons back to back. So if I don't get a blood moon, I can blame you, right? Yeah. Now let's go to Nels. Always get the Mimic and the Twins mixed up, trying to. The difference? Well, the Mimic and the Twins I mean, the biggest difference is, first of all, evidence, but beyond that, the mimic is going to be changing between all kinds of different ghosts. And then the twins, it's either a little bit fast or a little bit slow. 90% speed or 110% speed. So if you have a mimic, you'll know that it's not twins because the chance of you getting a normal hunt, like speed, which is like 1.7 meters per second, the speed of it is like this. The chance of you getting that speed of a hunt is pretty high. So if you ever think it's a mimic, always check for your orbicals. Always, always, always. Because you never know. I see no lucky orbs here. Now this is where I got my first blood moon, so there's always a special place in my heart. Oh. Aww. Look, I need to pop my ears. All right, let's do that. I'm not going to use that right now, though. I'll do my norms. Do this guy. I've already got that guy. Get this guy and go. Had a blood moon shade on high school. Yikes. Mimic one time just kept mimicking fast ghosts. Oh, dude, I've had mimics where they mimicked a normal ghost every hunt for like 20 hunts. Dusty's Trail, you got it. Where's the juice? Oh my God. It is not a mustard time. It's Dusty's Trail time. Thought I heard something. Drifter, I swear to God. I am hearing something, right? I don't... Nothing's on the floor. You know what it probably is. Odds of it being over here. It's always over there. For me, it is. For me, it is always over here. Onion, thank you for the biddies. Appreciate you. Maybe not this time. Ye old hallway, right? Yeah, I looked for orbs, didn't have any. It doesn't mean the ghost isn't there. It just meant that I didn't see orbs. We found you. It's up here. Yep, there it is. You know what, Ghosty? I got just a thing for you.
Let's follow the path of Dusty's Trail. Oh, Dusty's Trail. Dusty's Trail.
That's what I need to find on VHS. I need to find Dusty's Trail. I guarantee that they made them. Yeah, the click. So the way that we knew that that was me and not the ghost, the EMF did not go off. I thought about that too. I was like, wait, did I just hit? But the EMF never went off. Blake, thank you for the follow. That's right. Our ghosty loves Dusty's Trail. Keep getting the hallway outside the music box room on Nels. I get the bathroom hallway 90% of the time. Like, bathroom hallway or the bathrooms themselves.
Deserts and rocks are in their way, but they won't stop, come what may.
Didn't clock that, yeah.
Mountains and hills that they must scale, but they know they'll make it cause they just can't fail.
On Dusty's Trail.
Let's follow the path.
You get the seating room 99% of the time? Damn you. Damn you. I do not. Wind turbine, welcome in. Hello. Such a bop. Such a boop. Such a boop. What if I go in there and I check for spirit box and it's a Dio? I'd be the luckiest man alive.
Keeps 'em a-rolling through the promised land.
Where are you?
All the going
Are you here?
gets mighty rough.
Where are you?
They don't seem
Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here?
rocks are in their way, but they
Back hallway
won't
by the side
stop,
door often.
come what
All right,
may.
listen. I enjoyed as much as you do. What you? There's our breath. my camera in time. All right, walk. I don't know where that item went. It's throwing a lot of shit. How's the biscuits and gravy? We just had biscuits and gravy the other day. You bitch! Footies! Oh, that was mean-spirited, man. Oh, and it just walked in the other one. I hate it here. So much. Hey, can you come walk in this one? Alright, never mind. Wait, where's the light break thing? Oh. God damn it. The ghost that gets mad if you dance. The ghost that speeds up whenever you move when it's within range is the die-in. It's mad you turn off Dusty's trail. Okay, that's fair. I would also have a little bit of rage if I turned off Dusty's trail too. No, Obambo's the one that is 2 speeds. It's either going to be slower or faster, depending if it's enraged or not. And it's every 2 minutes that happens. Did I move the camera? Oh, I never put it back on the tripod. Well, poop. Well, I took the UV with me, which was stupid. That's okay. Best I can give you is a spook. I can see the power still on. The way I knew that, or I know that, is because that's on. That right there is on. Still haven't walked over here, eh? No writing. Are sound sensors useless? No, they have a purpose. When you're on larger maps, it can be helpful to figure out where the ghost is. If you think you might have twins, it can be helpful in hearing objects in multiple different places. Yeah. If you're in a hiding spot but are moving, can the die-in speed up? Yeah, that's how it works. Holy yeet, Batman, would you shh? It is throwing a lot of stuff. Give me the camera back. Give me this. This. Make sure we don't get a fiver over here. This guy. No, it doesn't know where you are. No. Moving? That's not that cold, dude. You sneaky hooker. Okay. I'm sorry. Damn. What challenge am I doing? Stay alive. Yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah, of course. If you're in a hiding spot and you're trying to test for the die-in, honestly, it's best case scenario because when the ghost, the die-in, whenever it gets within 10 meters of you, it will slow down. And then if you're in your hiding spot and you're just doing this, moving back and forth like this, it's going to speed up. It's a famous challenge. Yeah. Yeah, I recommend anyone try it. You know, it's hard to do. All right. Give me this. Give me this. Let's go. I tried that challenge once. Failed. Hey, Gio, welcome in. You know what? It's not for everybody. So this piece of crap decided to move. Have I been watching the? No, just it. I know what they want. I got you covered. Hey! Turn the power off. What a dick. Bro, if you're over here, then why are you throwing so much crap over here? This ghost is confusing me as to where it is. Because the temps are saying that it's here. the sound is telling me that it's over there. Oh, the Olympics? No, I've been watching clips back of it, though. I haven't been watching it live. Yeah, 12 degrees on that side. And 1 degree over here. I don't have any... Well, I have ultraviolet. No, twins is off the table. And I also don't have orbs. We don't have spirit box. It's not writing in the books. Oh, it's not going to write in the book because it closed one. So I don't even have to look for writing. Is Goryo on the table? Oh, that's gross. Oh, that's not fun. Well, let's go check that real fast. I play professional solo, but thinking of going Nightmare soon. Give it a try and just see how it goes. Black Swordsman, hello. Welcome in. EMF 5 maybe? Maybe. Maybe, or could be something way worse. Well, no, because I think it changed rooms, right? Doesn't mean it can't be a Goryo. It could still technically have dots. Let's bring these inside and hopefully not die. I don't think it's a Goryo, though, because I'm almost certain that the starting room was over there and now it's over here. So I don't think so. Does the Goryo always have dots still? Yep, forced evidence. As long as you can get evidence, you will get dots. So this is the room. What? I'm so confused by this ghost. Okay, now it's over here. No, the temps were lower in here than they were in there. That's why I think the favorite room changed. No EMF 5s, dude. It's around here. A lot. Try spirit box. I did. I could try it a little bit more reliably with what I have now, though, because if I try it now, I have the motion sensors in here, so I know where the ghost is, right? Look, it's over there. What the Yeah, look. What'd I do with it? Now let's shut the door over there. I'm gonna go turn the power back on. At first I thought he turned it on. It's because I turned the power on. All of a sudden we just have Dusty's trail blasting. Okay. I don't really need that much light on, but it'll be fine. Yokai? Can it even be a yokai? Nope. No, I don't want those two. I want these two. Oh, and you turn the power off again. Wait, no. Oh, it's because you burst the lights there. Oh, I forgot, you bag of shit. Not an Obake if you have one. I might not have watched it the correct amount of time to check for the Obake there. Because I definitely didn't watch it for 12-ish blinks. There's no way. You didn't see shifts. Correct, but just because you watched a very short amount of a hunt and you didn't see a shift doesn't mean that it's not an obake. Hey, asshat. Gotcha. Because understanding how the obake shapeshift works helps you understand if you think it's an obake or not. But I think this is a Polty. Nah. It just threw stuff at me with a Polty ability, special Pat. Yeah. It literally just did the Polty ability. I told you it was throwing a lot of stuff, but I didn't think it was like Polty throwing a lot of stuff. There it goes, smudged. Fought ourselves 90 seconds. He was steward. Look what I can do. It's mad. It is a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I want to get a perfect game on this one.
Let's follow the
Let's just listen to Dusty's Trail and hang out.
Trail, oh, Dusty's Trail.
See, that was a Dusty Trail too.
A stage and a wagon ahead.
Oh my god. Well, that was interesting. Ew. Oh man, we're just gonna take that as a dub. Goats is gonna give me the ability. He's basically just saying leave, which is fine. Understandable. Oh my goodness gracious.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Hey, what's up, Lunar? No, you're good. Oh, no worries, dude. Would never guess Polty. I mean, if I would have watched it hunt enough around the objects, I would have known. But it doing its ability right there before it started hunting, I'll take it. Solda. All right. I think what I'm going to do, I think honestly, that's going to be the end of us. We're going to end it. We're going to go find somewhere to raid. I am freaking tired. I need to go take medicine, get the sleeps, and try to get rid of whatever the hell is happening here. I think that's our plan. Friends, if you're not already in my Discord, the Discord link is in chat. So is the rest of the socials. If you're not a part of the things in the stuff. If any of my patrons are here, I just posted the December Twitch highlight, by the way. If you guys didn't see it. Stop getting sick. Dude, I don't want to be sick. It won't go away. Arrowcat, welcome in. It won't go away. So dumb. It's the ranch soda. No, this was before the ranch soda. Yeah, it was before the ranch soda. No, thank you, Shauna, thank you. Yeah, it's fine. It's like a head cold. I don't know what it is. It went away and then it came back. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from. Everyone else seems okay. So I'll just keep taking the medicines until it goes away. Yeah. You just get sick when you have kids. I mean, okay, that's fair. That's pretty true. All right, I am going to end it over on the Tiki Tacs, on the tubes, and on the Keeks. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go find somewhere to raid on Twitch if you want to join us, friends. Always love you. Thank you. All right, let's go there. You were the one licking the doorknobs all along. Joke's on you. Some of the doors down here don't have doorknobs. Yeah, how do you feel about yourself now? Because we haven't installed them yet. So, take that. I heard going outside might cause that. See, that's my problem right there. My issue is the whole going outside thing. I gotta knock it off.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Never used to get sick when I was younger, and then I had kids, right? Like, what the hell's going on, man? What is Friday looking like? So, as of right now, my plan was to possibly do some Friendo Faz games. If that doesn't happen, I might look and see what other games are around. A window licker? Dude, I'll be a window licker. That's fine. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But then Sunday, let me see. Let me see when these drops were. Friendos, maybe. Phoenix, was it this weekend that the peak drops were? Mare and I were talking about. Well, no, Mare would know too. I know I can't do any Friday the 13th stuff. That makes my heart sad. Was it this weekend, Mare? 13th to the 28th. Okay, good deal. Ooh. Maybe I do that. Oh, maybe we do that instead. Maybe on Friday. Maybe peak is Friday. I know someone playing it on Sunday. Ooh, we might do it. We might do it Friday. DM me? Yeah. Because if the drops start on Friday and I have no plans as of right now, that could be a great time to do it. I haven't played peak in a minute. So as of right now, then tentatively what we'll say is that Friday we're going to do peak. And you'll have the ability to earn a emote by watching. Let me pull up the information real fast. Let me pull up the infos. What's peak? Then you should join. Panda Gamer, welcome in, friend. Hello. Where is the page for this? Peak Entertainment. That's questionable. That is in the eye of the beholder, my friend. You know this. You know this. Where is it? I don't even remember where I saw it. Did I see it on X? Or is it on the drops page? Where's what? Hi, Cheebs. Looking for the info about the peak drops that are coming up. Someone posted in the server. Ooh, okay, let me go pull it from the server then. Let's see. Mr. Cheebs. Chiba, you played HELLMART today, didn't you? Oh, thank you, Mayor. That opened in a very strange window. There we go. Oh, I'm not logged in. Oh, I don't know why. Interesting. Stop opening random windows. Oh my God, it won't let me. Oh, that's why. I see why. Okay. Go there. Copy that. Go there. Yeah. Dude, I swear to God. I'm just trying to zoom into the window. I just want it to snow. Yeah, it's right here. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, this is what we were talking about. There. God damn, dude. Hitala, welcome in. So there is a new global emote that is being added. And the way that you can get it is by watching a peak stream. The badge is earned by tuning into a peak stream for 15 minutes from February 13th to the 28th. Look at them over here embedding streams. Get out of here. 15 minutes watch time is nice. That's super fast. Yeah. Did you ask Flash about your surprise? Wait, what? Ask me about what? Like halfway. Yeah, Cheeps, that's what I did. Last stream, I got through like day 5, and then I finished up. Yeah. Yeah. It's a long game. Yeah, it takes a little while, but it's a lot of fun though. On day 4, that's nice. That's good. All right. Love it though. The demo was good. Heck yeah. All right. So I think that's the plan, friends. I think we're gonna do peak on Friday. I'll let you know if that changes. If I change that up at all and I do something different, I will let you guys know. As of right now, though, we'll probably do peak. Yeah. All right. Let's go find somewhere to go before the ads happen. Oh, of course, Blue. Thank you, friend. Maroon, can I tell you, I don't think he does. I don't think he does. Do you know how I know that he doesn't? Because he hadn't commented on it yet. Chiba, do you realize that I've had this mug for like 3 months? So you remember when Kill made that video for you? I had this mug. I was drinking from it on stream when you were here. You had no idea because every time you came in and typed something, you must have walked away and came back. So oblivious. I was drinking from it the other day. They're like, dude, that's a huge mug. I was like, listen. I gotta explain. It's from 2009. Okay. It's deluxe. Oh man. That's good stuff. I don't care who you are. That's funny. All right. Let's see where we're going to go. Was the year of the premium mugs. It's where you go to get your mugs. That's right. My God. Hi, Karumba. Friends, thank you for an amazing stream, man. It was a blast. I do have, so we have the good wheel, we have the bad wheel, and then there's a wheel above that has not been had yet. So that'll be for another time. Get better, thank you. I'm sure it'll go away. I just need to go take some medicines and then everything will be fine. It'll be fine. All right, let's get some raid messages, friends. If you're a follower, that's for you. If you're a sub, the next one's for you. If you're a creepy tier 3, you get your own special one as well. All right, get the raid command, do the thing with the stuff. We're gonna go say hi to a friendo who's playing Call to the Lamb. Hi, Astrog. Oh, of course, Granock. Of course, dude. No, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, friends. On week 3 of bronchitis. Oh, God. I hope you feel better, Cheyenne. Eek. No fun, man. It's the bad weather just needs to get out of here. The bad weather that has been here has been causing all of this. It needs to F off. And it's starting to. It just hasn't reached the point yet. Yeah, that's all. All right. I love you all. Thank you guys so much. We are almost halfway through the monthly goal. You guys are the freaking best. We will do peak on Friday. And then on Sunday, I don't know yet. I might do friend Phasmo games on Sunday. I don't know. But we'll see. I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to go get better and get some sleep. Bye. I love you.